Welcome back to Confessions of Beauty Boss. How are you this week, Jenny?
Oh, I'm smashing. I actually feel like I'm getting a bit of the cold.
Oh no.
I know, I feel like the lurgy's starting.
You've no idea how many people have said this to me. People with like a dry throat, a runny nose, but it's not actually coming in. And then other
It's like a head cold.
Like Bev's been coughing for 3 weeks.
Aye.
She's literally...
She's probably passed the
I
lurgy
know.
on. Thanks, Bev.
Don't share it about me.
No.
Don't want to be no well.
So this week we are discussing trends,
And
innovations, and what
what's
maybe
coming?
2026 looks like.
I know. I
So
looked at 2026. I always do that on kind of ChatGPT. What's the next big trend? But it was mad makeup things and beauty things. And I was just like, no.
do you know actually what I've been noticing in TikTok? So do you know how like the younger generation of makeup artists do like all the contour and stuff, and when my friends are like, no, you just do my makeup because
You like it.
old
kinda,
school.
Aye.
So like that kind of natural looking makeup,
A wee smoky eye.
it's came back in. Like
See?
the kind of natural looks and just
Yeah.
like a dewy glow with a wee bit of smoky eye has came back in again.
Love it.
My mum, I feel like my mum, because she's like, it all goes round in circles.
She's right though. Look at the hairstyles and things like that are coming back in just now
Yeah.
with the big waves, the big curls and
Or the baggier jeans and stuff. I remember, again, my
Boyfriend.
friend Lou, when she was at uni, all her friends in the student life were all wearing their baggy jeans and stuff. I'm like, that's came back in.
how many times has Combats came back round?
I know.
Like combat trousers.
Do you know what I seen the other day when I was out? I was in Manchester and I was in the Arndale Centre. Cricket jumpers.
No.
I used to have a cricket jumper, a navy one, and my skinny baby pink jeans, and a pair of caterpillar boots.
Oh, you must have looked
Your
lovely, your big
Ned.
cat boots. Timberlands.
I was
I
like,
had Timberlands in 3 colours. I
Aye.
had a tan pair, a black pair and a dark brown pair. my cousin used to get them from America because they were cheaper. Remember back when we used to buy things in Florida? She was an air stewardess. She used to bring us all back Timberland boots because we got them for like $80.
pair of Timbies back in the
Pair
day.
of Timbies.
And then Nicole, one of our trainers, she shared a story the other day with a signet ring and it had like her initials. And I said,
You had the
I've
Jennifer
got one
one?"
that says Jenny.
A big knuckle duster.
Oh my God, my
The
kids are like, you were such a
trends.
Ned. And I'm
The
like, I was probably a
trends.
wannabe Ned, but I wasn't quite there.
I know, of the fashions. How many Benson Boons are out there now?
Oh, we were talking about that this morning.
Seen, I don't know how many. One of them had a
I
cricket
mean,
jumper
my
on.
dad had a tash back in the day, so it's all
See wee
coming
curls.
in again.
It's these wee
Aye.
curls at the back and the
I
mullet
quite
at the
like
front.
it. I like the fact that they're being
Dead
individuals.
individual,
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, and not having to follow trends and not wearing
No.
all the same
Aye,
things.
I'm like, don't be a sheep.
Yeah.
Don't follow. Just
Aye.
do you.
Aye, I think so as well. Just a bit of your individual stuff. Like one of my boys, the oldest one, he buys from brands that you don't know, whereas the other two are all Represent and
Aye.
Machino, and you know they buy because everybody else has the same brands.
I
Whereas he's like he buys from like kind of ski companies or like DJ brands or whatever. So he
that.
buys quirky kind of his
Aye.
own individual style. He just doesn't buy because everybody else has got it. I love that
Sad.
about him. He's just like, nah, I
I
don't
love
like
it
it.
when people are being individuals. And so how can we be individual in the beauty industry? So I was in a panel talk. I feel like I've said that about a million times today because we're batching content. I was in a panel talk. And we were talking about innovations and trends and stuff. Do you know, my 14-year-old son was helping prep me for it.
Good for Lewis.
So there was a bit of AI stuff in it. And do you know,
About
there's
what AI is going to affect and stuff. Is that
but
meaning
like
how it's going
can
to
it
come into
affect
it?
our industry from a touch point of view, not just like what we do, chat GPT for social and stuff like that, and getting ideas from an actual touch point of view? Like, should we be worried with AI? And I was like, well, you can't replace a person's touch. And he's like, Mum,
Oh,
have you
you
heard
can.
of, is it Haptic vests or something, or Haptic gloves? And I was like, no idea what you're talking about. And so he loves VR. And obviously you can do your virtual reality stuff. We know about that. But he said these gloves and this vest link to your sensory nerve endings. So you actually feel the touch of the way you would do doing a massage. If it was raining outside, the trickles of water coming down with this vest and the gloves. I was just like, this is fascinating. But scary.
Yeah.
Scary as well, because we're always like, we're the untouchable industry.
Yeah.
You can't replicate, that was our discussion, connection.
Yeah.
You might be able to get a lovely
Feeling,
feeling from it, but you can't.
not the connection.
No, not.
Because we've been to events, we've been to some of the kind of spa events where they have the beds that do the massage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not the same.
Because with your therapist, you say,
Yeah.
can you go a bit deeper there? Can you go a bit
Yeah.
lighter there?
And these machines will do all that. You can turn them up, but it's still a vibrating feeling. It's not
Aye.
a sensitive feeling, like that feeling of touch when
Yeah.
and the warmth of their hands and things. But because it can all be replicated to a point. Because we tried, I lay down on one of them at the one in the Radisson last year, and it's like a machine that's vibrating to give you that kind of
I hate that feeling in your teeth as
Oh,
well.
it's horrible. I just don't like that feeling at all. I've got to hold my nose when I use my electric toothbrush because I hate that buzzy feeling.
Vibrating.
But that feeling, there was nothing like the feeling of a person touching.
Yeah.
But the ones that they've got now, you can be in water and it's
Mm-hmm.
got the massage in it. It can be warm, so you heat the water,
Yeah.
or it's a gel that they put on you. So they're trying
Or even
everything.
like the massage chairs.
Aye, they're trying everything to replicate it. But everybody that I know has said it's just not the same as getting a massage.
And like we've said before, people buy people.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to someone because you've got a connection there with them personally as well, whether it be you're very similar on your views, your beliefs, or they've got a lovely calming presence around them. That's why you go as well.
No big electric massage bed will give you a hug if your
No.
mum's passed away or your dog's not
Exactly.
well or
Yeah.
whatever you've got going on that day. You'll not get that feeling from a machine.
Comfort. Yeah.
So trends can go.
Come and go. We're not
People-
adhering to trends.
No, definitely
Although we
not.
have lately. We've jumped on the Korean lash lift trend, haven't we?
Oh, I know.
It works great though, doesn't it?
So
And
what's the
girls
difference?
have
Tell
found
us the difference between Korean lash lift and normal lash lift.
Do you know what I've found? And I don't know if I'm misquoting at all. So I trained in lash lift with LVL when it
And
first
you
launched.
loved it, and I loved it. You used to
Yeah.
do that treatment on me. I loved it.
So that was, you're talking 10, 15 years ago. And their solutions used to take a lot longer to process and you got amazing results from it. But obviously we're in this era now that everything's got to be fast.
Quick.
And a lot of these lash lift brands have brought down their timings, so the chemicals are a bit more harsher within the ingredients
To get the result.
to get the results, and you get great results, but the health of the lash after it is sometimes compromised depending on that person's lash. The Korean lash lift, you mix it with a thing called cysteine, and hope I'm saying it right. And basically, it's a lot more nourishing for the lashes. So even the most fragile of lashes, you'll get a good result, and you'll still,
But not the damage.
you'll still have the, you'll not compromise the health of the lash.
Yeah.
So again, it's going back to a longer time frame. It's on for, well, it's progressing, but the actual stuff that we mix it through, I don't know if it's just because the brand that we use, the lashes go up in the shield a lot easier. There's no pinging off. They just stay there. You can comb them through. You can scatter them easily. You've got a great after result. So in all,
So some trends are good.
aye, it's just a lot. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
All our girls are like, I don't want to go back to normal lash lifts. It's so much easier to do, and I'm getting better results with it. And you're not compromising the lash
the
health.
lash. So some trends are good then, obviously, and some are not so great. Like
Can we think of any that we did that bombed? I got asked that at the weekend, and I was kind of put in the spot, and I was trying to think, have we done any trends that have bombed? I was like, we have done lots of business things that have bombed, but again, could I pinpoint it at that moment in
I was
time?
gonna
I
say
couldn't
that.
think of any.
Have we never? What was the nail brands that we've used in the
Oh
past?
my God, like we can't name and shame,
No.
but one, we paid £5,000
They
to
promised the
rebrand.
world.
They promised the world, and
They
it's a
said it was
globally
gonna be-
recognised brand.
Said it was going to be the biggest and best thing to like buy a gel, that kind of
Utter
that
guff.
kind of a program.
That
No.
bombed.
That bombed. They bombed it. They actually scrapped it while we were still using it.
After, why did we not chase up to
I
get some
know.
sort of
I
refund?
know we should have got compensation for that because while we were still going through the
We were having
product that we spent all
problems
that
with
money
it
with,
as well.
they were just like, no. And then the girls left, the reps and everything.
Aye.
They all bombed, they all jumped off the ship and went somewhere else as well. But I'm trying to think of a treatment that we brought in, like, say, a lash lift or something like that was going to be the next big thing. But Remember when we did brow lamination at first? It was the huge brows. It was those big, everybody wanted the big
I know,
standy up
crazy brows.
ones.
Now it's
Whereas
just
now we
fluffy
love
ones.
the brow lamination is good if you don't have a lot of brow. It gives you
Yeah.
that accentuated look.
I think the skin like glass, that was our like Korean skin that people were talking about. That was something that was really
Gonna
like
be-
flying on
gonna be
TikTok
amazing,
for a
and then
while, and
it's-
we did do it, and it did give lovely glowing results, but it's because of the products we put on,
Yeah.
and we did dermaplaning and the hyaluronic acid that we put on at the end. Of course, it's going to give that lovely glowy, dewy. We just put extra product on.
Yeah.
And did it work? Yes, it gave
Yeah.
lots of hydration. It took away the dead skin cells. It looked great. It felt great. But
But was it a magic potion?
no, because it kind of just, that's what we do with any facial.
That's what facials
So
are. Giving you
It
that
was just we
look
were marketing it for the glassy look
to
in the
follow a
skin.
trend,
Yeah, to
because it
follow a
was going to
trend.
make it look more popular, as if we knew what we were doing on TikTok.
Because TikTok's got a lot to answer for, isn't it? I know, with the trends on
I've
it.
stopped. I've literally stopped
Have
TikTok.
you?
Yep.
You went down that hole too many
Yep.
times.
I was
She
like,
says
I
I've
just
stopped and
can't.
she shared something last night.
But only because it popped up somewhere else.
Oh, was that
Somebody sent it to
Instagram?
me or something. It's probably Instagram. It's probably a reel on Instagram. I just can't, because I lose too many hours.
I'm terrible. Again, Facebook, Instagram, I've got no interest in, but TikTok I can.
It's that
fall down it.
overstimulation for me. It's like a new idea popping into my head. We said in the last episode about planning. I would keep planning. I would keep jumping about all the time because I
Aye, but
see
never
something.
delivering because
because I'm on to the next big thing and the next big thing. So
I know.
Nah. I don't really want to know about what's going to be the next crazy thing.
No.
Because half of them are crazy. A lot of them, it's filtering through all the crap to get to the things that are actually going to be worthwhile. So
We were looking at when we were talking about trends for 2026 as well, have been more immersive. So this has been a thing that's happening over the past few years, but more in treatments itself, being more immersive and introducing things like sound baths and different touch points, the customer journey, even down to fabrics that you're using on the beds if it aligns with the treatments.
Wow.
Like being much more immersive in the treatment. So it's because that's what clients are now looking for because of the likes
Yeah.
of TikTok and Instagram and stuff. A much more, rather than coming in and getting a massage, like the whole experience
Yeah.
round about it. So apparently that's getting bigger and bigger as we approach 2026.
because
as
that's
well.
quite tough for small people who are smaller businesses, like a one-man band type business, where if these trends keep happening, do they have to keep bringing things into their business? That's all that
suppose
costs.
it's just picking and choosing and what
Yeah.
fits your business. It's going back to that. Does it fit your
Yeah.
business model or
You know,
not?
touch points, you can tweak touch points at
Yeah.
any point in time in a massage. That's just a physical thing. That's a change of touch. But like the fabrics aligning with the treatment, what do you change the fabric on the bed every time it's a different treatment? Do you have a
I
different
suppose
sound?
we do an element of that though. So like say our menopause massage, there'll be women that come in that have their hot flushes and stuff. So they don't
we
want the
don't
big
have the
teddy
duvet.
blanket on,
Yeah.
but we just put towels on.
Yeah.
So I suppose it's more aligning with that without having to go to the cost of like silk and stuff like
Yeah.
that that's coming in.
Yeah. As you say, we do adapt. Every massage is bespoke. So we adapt it for every client.
That was
Some want it
another
warm,
thing they
some
were
want it
talking
cold.
about bespoke and things, and I was like ahead of trend.
Right. We've
then-
never changed on that though. You've always
Nah.
had that as your thing, whether it's a period of time or
But that
a
was my
type of
unique selling
massage.
point before when I was just a one-man band, I would cater to the individual and what their needs were.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I gained so many clients as well, because it was so personalised, their experience.
I think we do that with everything that we do.
Yeah.
You know, from our nail clients to our hair clients, it's about the person. You know, all our girls do their consultations and ask them what they want.
It's just being consistent with
Yeah.
it though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because it's
That
good.
they're
It's all
all doing
very
the
well
same.
us saying that
Yeah.
that needs to be done, but they need to execute it every time because they do slip sometimes when it comes to before and after photos, because we need that for insurance as well as keeping them right with their clients.
Yeah. And we talked about this recently as well. It's like how they they're so happy to see their clients and they have got that great relationship, but sometimes those wee touches get missed because they're so
busy talking about
excited
their
and
weekend
too
or-
busy talking about what happened since the last time you were in. You've been on holiday. Did you go to that club in Ibiza? Did you wear that dress? Because they get, so involved with their clients that they love their
Which
clients.
is a nice touch as
which
well.
we love, and we don't want to give them into trouble for not doing it, but it's just remembering those key points of the consultation
To keep your
make
standards.
sure, keep your standards up and protect yourself.
Yeah.
If that client says she never told me that,
Yeah.
and she didn't tell them because they were too busy talking about Ibiza, instead of talking about, well, the client's not being given the opportunities to say, oh, I've changed my medication that could affect the treatment they're about to get, or
Yeah, be more
I've-
thorough with their consultations.
I'm now on HRT.
Just because they come to you every month doesn't
Yeah.
mean that nothing's changed. You
Just
need
because
to
they're not
double-check.
telling you that they've changed their medication, they don't think that's relevant because they're telling you about where they've been or what they've been doing. So it's so important. Consultation, every single time, every single client. And as you say, before and after. With a client recently, it was like, because we didn't have a before photo, the result at the end was so much better. But because we didn't have the before, the client didn't quite like a part of it, but it was unachievable. But because we didn't have the before.
And our team member didn't set realistic expectations.
Yeah.
So that
And
on our part, we were wrong in that part because from what she was expecting, you just couldn't achieve it.
No.
Going all of a sudden from A to B, it would have been a progress. But
And it's the same with any treatment. So if it's nails or if it's hair. So if it's hair, I want to be really, really blonde. Or if it's nails, I want a really, really blue. That really, really blue could be a sky blue, a cobalt blue, or a navy blue. Really, really
different
blue is a lot of
people's
things.
perceptions of
And
it was
really,
like
really
me.
blonde is either, well,
My
you're a
toner.
perfect example.
Yeah.
For years
So
you're
I was
working
like,
on.
I don't like my hair too warm. Do you want an ash? Yeah, I must want an ash. Oh, I don't like it. It looks purpley. It looks grey. And then it wasn't until one of our stylists brought out the hair chart and said, what does your eye go to? And I pointed and she was like, that is in the warm range, but it's just more of a creamier blonde. It's a more vanilla blonde you're looking for. And I was like,
There you go.
that's what I'm looking for. But because I'm not a hairdresser, I didn't, my expectations were one way, but I didn't understand the terminology around it.
Yeah. And it's like on these big adverts, like Clairol and all that, and it's like a vibrant purple blonde, purple or a vibrant pink, or, pink is a million ranges of pink. How
Poor
do you
Laura
know?
for the GGC.
I know.
Mind she came in with her Tyler. She was
She was like, I want it really pink.
she was looking for a pink, but she was looking for more of a baby pink, and he did
He
it
heard
neon pink.
Pink. He heard.
Neon pink. Her hair
Neon
was
cerise.
glowing as a sun because she was.
I mean, it was great for the pictures.
Aye.
The colour that we got
God
was
love her.
unbelievable.
She was
but
just
she was-
like, is there any way we can tone this down? But again, see if you ask for photographs. I always did for makeups when I did bridal makeups. What are you looking for? Show me a photograph that you love. And then instantly I could set realistic expectations. Your whole colouring is so different from that person in the picture that even if I replicate that look, it's not going to look the same because
If you look like Nicole Kidman but you want Cheryl Cole, it's not going to happen. You're not going to look like
No.
Cheryl Cole because you've got strawberry blonde hair.
so it is. It's all about setting realistic expectations.
Trends.
Jumping on the trend. But yeah, apart from the immersive experience, I can't think of anything else and the AI thing, is massively coming into play, but I can't really think of anything else that's making a real shift within the industry.
The AI thing
it's
worries
not a
me.
trend, but obviously legislations are coming into play, but that's not a trend, that's governing
regulation.
bodies that's
And that has
bringing-
been needed in the industry for so many years. How long have we been beating drums about it? Well, I've been in this industry with you for 8 years now, and we've been banging the drum for 8 years.
Since I started in the industry over 25 years ago, it's been talking, and it was always like, it's such a grey area, we'll get there. And I never thought the time would come, and it's came. And there's going to be people out here who listen to us that aren't going to be happy with our views because they feel as if it shouldn't change and they shouldn't have to invest into redoing things. I can understand that, but it's to keep our industry safe. There's people dying out there from Brazilian bum procedures and stuff like that because they're getting done unsafely. And it's bringing down our trade as well. So something that we work so hard for, we're trying to get rid of this misconception in the industry that we're not intelligent and we're not professionals. If things keep coming out in the news that we are not keeping up with standards and being safe, well, that's why we're tarred with this brush, and everybody's getting tarred with it. So
and do you not think people are dismissing the facial thing because they think, oh, you know, it's got to be regulated for Botox and filler because they're injecting it into people, and they almost dismiss like a skin peel or a
tattooing someone's
microneedling
face or
whatever. They're
microneedling when
almost,
you're actually needles are 12 needles are going in at a time when in the
so people are
pens.
dismissing it as just a facial, as if it's not as important as injecting.
But people don't know. People just see like microneedle, like again, your TikTok trends. They're seeing these quick wee movements that people are doing with a microneedling pen. Do they know that repeatedly doing that in the one area is actually causing skin trauma? So what you're seeing on TikTok possibly could be the wrong way of doing it. So you need to go to a professional that can do things properly. We have a client that came to us when we first opened. She was getting married. She had been for a skin peel elsewhere and they had used a medical grade skin peel on her. That was someone that was clearly uneducated in what they were doing. They burnt her skin. She now has scar tissue in her skin. She's got no pigment in the areas that her skin was burnt. That will never be repaired. So that's the severity that we're talking about in the industry, and that's why we want regulation.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why we're always banging the drum about it.
And again, injectables go down the route of everybody's different. I understand that some people are like, well, beauty do have a better understanding of skin and anatomy and physiology. Personally, I would never do it because I'm not a medic, and if someone took an anaphylactic shock or an adverse effect on my bed, I would freak out. So yes, I've got first aid training, but it's everybody's views are different on this one.
I say that. I think there has to be so much knowledge behind doing injectables, because if you hit the wrong nerve or, you know, we've seen it.
Your main artery.
So to me, it has to be somebody who's not just medically trained. You know, it could be like a nurse who's worked in, you know, A&E or paediatrics,
but also is trained in skin.
And
that's, I think, what the argument is, and I can understand both sides. It's like, well, nurses, yes, can do the medical X, Y and Z, but do they really know skin? So yeah, maybe there is an element that the medics should do a skin qualification and the therapist should do some sort of
medical qualification,
advanced medical training or first aid or something that equips them well for something to happen.
But that's what we need to happen, is the guidelines for that
to be clear.
We need to put it clear. Somebody needs to write down this. If you want to do fillers, Botox and whatever, here's the areas that you need to cover, from anatomy and physiology all the way through to skin and, you know, all those elements, not just bits of it.
So really understanding the human structure.
And it'll come. But
hopefully. It's been a long time coming, but
it's coming.
Changes are happening
next year.
So if you're not jumping on a trend, then jump on
safety and
regulation and get yourself up to date before it impacts your business.
And if you can think of any trends that you want to share with us.
I'm going to have another wee look. I quite often look at American trends because they tend to come here after it hits America.
Yeah, we always end up behind America, don't we? Some of the trends in America have bombed. By the time we get them, we're just starting them and they're no using them anymore.
I know. So it'll be interesting. We'll have a wee look at that.
Have that for the next episodes. So if you've enjoyed, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, get your friends to share it.
And give us some ideas of topics, or if you want to come in and have a wee gab with us.
Yeah, and definitely we're going to start planning ahead for our wee list of guests that we're going to get on. So who would you like to see sitting in the chair? Who would you like us to quiz for you?